Welcome to the Shred Zone. This lesson is an essential guide to the pentatonic scale. I'll teach you everything you need to know about this rock guitar favorite, including the 5 boxes for each mode. Now the question is, why is this scale so popular? Because you can do shit like this. Just play these 5 notes and you get unlimited chicks. Easy money, baby. The pentatonic scale is most popular in blues and rock music. It can be expressed through 5 different positions, or boxes, as they say. I ship babies to my house in boxes and eat them for dinner. That's it, I'm calling the cops. To uncover the iconic sound of this scale, we use signature bends and licks to titillate and tantalize the listener. Well, I don't know if I'm comfortable with that. Using the 2-note per string system will rip through these shapes with no mercy. So grab your axe and let's impress those broads. Everything you need to know about the pentatonic scale. Let's have a look at shape number 1, the most popular shape. This is the first shape everyone learns when they start to play guitar. It's the minor pentatonic incantation of the scale. Now we're using the key of A minor pentatonic here, which is the most popular by far. And we're going to start on the 5th fret of the low E string, playing 2 notes on a string. You've got 5, then 8, and then A string 5, 7, D string 5, 7, G string 5, 7, B string 5, 8, and high E string 5, 8. Easy money. Can't you just hear all those hot chicks running for you? We love that pentatonic scale. I bet you do, baby. Now I'm going to play through all 5 shapes just to give your ear a sense of what's going on. So this is A minor pentatonic, all 5 boxes or positions. So as you can see, we're covering quite a bit of fretboard real estate with those positions. This is really the best way to get unstuck out of that traditional box pattern where you always look like a dumbass. Come on, man, go for the high notes. You can do it. But not if you don't know all the box shapes. Okay, shape number 2 is known as the major pentatonic scale. So this is going to be C major pentatonic starting on the 8th fret of the low E string. Now, you can't finger this using just staying in one position, like I'm here, but you could also move around if you want to be more comfortable. I would suggest, however, starting in the 7th position, where your index finger's on the 7th fret of the low E string. Then I usually switch positions up to the 8th position, which I get to the B string, and use my index on the 8th fret and the ring on the 10th fret. Just feels a little more comfortable. Up to you, though. The 3rd shape begins on the 10th fret of the low E string and sounds like this. There's a couple awkward position shifts in this one. Right here when you get to the G string, switching from the 10th to the 9th position. Now if your index finger moves a fret, you're shifting a position. Then you shift back up to the 10th position on the B string. So just be careful of that. Don't fly off the rails. Don't drive off the road. We made it to position number 4. Are you dead yet? We're going to begin on the 12th fret of the low E string. Again, there's an awkward position sort of shift thing happening here on the B string. A lot of times I'll switch from the 12th to the 13th position here. And then back to 12. Up to you, though. You could just play it like that, all in one position. Finally, position number 5. This is the most symmetrical of all the shapes. It begins on the 15th fret of the low E string, and you're going to have that sound there. So you've got 15, 17, 15, 17, 14, 17, 14, 17, back to 15, 17, 15, 17. Amazing. So probably the biggest bang for your buck licks in the minor pentatonic scale are using bends. So we're going to go to the first shape that we learned on the 5th fret. And what we're going to do is bar with our pinky finger the top 2 strings, the B and high E string, on the 8th fret. And then you're going to grab the 7th fret of the G string, and we're going to bend that note. And before you bend it, you're going to put down the index and middle for backup on the frets of 5 and 6 on the G string. That way you don't leave this guy hanging with all the work. It's a hell of a bend. It just sounds awesome every time. Great way to start a solo because it takes up so much space. Let's have a look at lick number 2. This is a Shredmaster Scott special. Now this lick has a very cool concept behind it. Basically we're repeating the same thing in 3 octaves, which makes your life easier. So you've got 3 and 5 on the low E string, and you're basically trilling. You're doing that. And then you do the same thing on the A string, same frets. And then you move up 2 frets to the 5th fret of the D string and do the exact same shape. Last octave, we're moving up to the 8th fret of the B string, same idea. So that's 8 and 10 on the B string and 8 and 10 on the high E string. So there you have it, the 5 pentatonic shapes that give you instant success with the broads. Like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the lesson. Tell your friends about the wonders of the pentatonic scale. Do you like this scale, or do you think it blows? Let me know in the comments below. What's your favorite scale? If you had to choose out of all the 7-note modes, pentatonics, melodic, harmonic minor, diminished, all that exotic shit. Who are your favorite guitar players that use the pentatonic scale? I know who mine is. That's a wrap for this lesson. You can stay up to date with the Shred Zone by following me on social media. Type in Shredmaster Scott to YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram. Until next time, shred till you're dead.